I have to admit, I was a bit skeptical when I first heard about the DYNOX 500LBS genuine leather heavy-duty big and tall power lift recliner chair. I mean, I've sat in my fair share of recliners over the years, but the idea that this one could handle up to 500 pounds without feeling like a hospital bed seemed a bit too good to be true. But I'm always up for trying out new products, especially ones that promise to deliver comfort and support, so I decided to see it for myself. If you're interested in checking out the product details, the link is in the description. As I began to unbox and assemble the chair, I was a bit nervous about how it would hold up. I've had experiences in the past with cheaper recliners that sounded like a tractor starting up, or felt like they were about to collapse under my weight. But, from the moment I started using the DYNOX 500LBS, I was pleasantly surprised. The lift mechanism was incredibly smooth, gliding up and down with barely a hum. The tri-motor system makes a huge difference. It's not struggling to lift you, it's just supporting you, making it feel effortless and relaxing. And the reinforced steel frame. You can really feel it. It's solid, no wobble, no creaking, even when I leaned all the way back, which is more than I can say for some of the other recliners I've tried. One of the things that really stood out to me about this chair was its design. If you're on the taller or broader side, you know how frustrating it can be when a chair feels like it was made for kids. This one's got you covered. The seat is wide, the back is tall, and the extended footrest actually gives your legs room to stretch out. I'm 6 feet 2 inches and I fit comfortably without my knees dangling off the edge, which is a first for me. The cushioning is thick and supportive too, memory foam that doesn't flatten out after a week. I've had recliners where the seat felt like a pancake after a month, but this one still feels supportive and comfortable. I was also impressed by the heat and massage features. I usually associate these with spa chairs, but after a long day at my desk, having that gentle heat on my lower back and the vibration working out the knots. It's like a mini physical therapy session right in my living room. The controls are simple too, just a remote with clear buttons, no confusing menus or complicated settings. I found myself using these features more and more, especially on days when I'd been sitting for a long time. It's amazing how much of a difference it can make in how you feel. Assembly was another pleasant surprise. I've put together furniture that took hours, but this one was done in about 15 minutes. The parts are labeled, the instructions are straightforward, and you don't need a degree in engineering to figure it out. That's a big deal when you're trying to relax instead of wrestling with a box of screws. I've had experiences with other products where the assembly process was so frustrating that it almost wasn't worth it, but with the DYNOX 500LBS, it was a breeze. I also appreciate that it's not just a recliner, it's a full-on lounge chair. The lay-flat recline is great for reading or watching a movie, and the footrest extends far enough that I can actually prop my feet up without my calves hanging off. For someone who's always dealing with back tension, being able to adjust the angle just right makes a huge difference in how my body feels after hours of sitting. I found myself looking forward to coming home and relaxing in this chair, which is more than I can say for some of the other recliners I've owned. The fabric is genuine leather, which I was a little worried about at first. I thought it might feel stiff or slippery, but it's actually soft and grippy. It's not the cheapest leather out there, but for something that's going to get daily use, it feels durable. And the color camel is neutral enough that it fits in most rooms without looking out of place. I've had recliners with louder, more obnoxious colors that clashed with the rest of my decor, but this one blends in nicely. Of course, no recliner is perfect, and this one has a couple of things to keep in mind. The remote is wired, which means you've got to keep it nearby or risk fumbling for it when you're halfway reclined. It's not a deal breaker, but it's an odd choice in a chair this high-tech. As I sat in the DYNOX 500LBS, I couldn't help but think about all the times I'd settled for a lesser recliner, just because I didn't think I could find one that met my needs. But this one has exceeded my expectations in every way. It's comfortable, it's supportive, and it's stylish. And if you're curious, the link is below. Check it out and see if it's the right fit for you.